guys, welcome back to my channel where I share my spiritual journey, my healing journey, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between, and nothing but authenticity here. So continuing my video, sorry, I had a vent. So I want to talk about, like this, walking, how can I say that? Walking by faith. Like, for instance, this person had a choice on the outside in the beginning of this connection, and to see, at the time, when the tables were turned, when this person energetically had a chance, knew the fuck what he had, okay? Obviously he thought, I guess I was, in the beginning was maybe a little naive, but not in a bad way, where like in the beginning of the connection, the roles were reversed. It was a very strong, like I said, and didn't want to listen, like I said, and I generally cared. I poured into this person. Like, as you can see, this motherfucker is still attached. You know what I mean? Like, and, but anyways, he chose energetically not to walk by faith in this connection. And it's about healing this journey and these connections, okay? I don't like to call it twin. I don't like to call it your divine masculine, and like that, because this is not, no. This, what you thought was meant actually turned into something else, you know what I mean? And this connection, you know what I mean? And so as you see my story, how everything happened, you love and you learn your lessons real fast, you know what I mean? Like I energetically loved this person and poured into this person in the beginning of this connection, before the tables turned, okay, you guys? The tables haven't been turned, okay? And this, like I said, you deal with a narcissistic person that, I don't know, like I said, like I share, anyways, so now you are connected to this person, and this person chose to go outside, the way everything went down was horrible, okay? And again, when I came across this person and when he was in my energy, I guess sharing my last video, got very cocky in this energy, thought it was his energy, okay? Before God disconnected us because of the way it went. And this person had a choice to walk by faith and believe in this connection and pour and invest and see the results of this. But he chose not to, by what he saw. Again, they're logical people, okay? How the fuck is that logic working for you now? You know what I mean? Now, God does things, I don't know how God does things, you guys. God works in mysterious ways, okay? That's all I can say. But anyways, this person did the opposite. So energetically was giving to everybody else while I was enduring so much abuse, while these people were projecting. And this person was going around like, oh, look at jealous, all this stuff. I was never, let me get that straight. I was the one helping these people. And Empress is never jealous. We're the one that give everybody everything because we don't care. We love ourselves. We love helping. That's part of being of empathy, you guys. We love and we invest in people. We're not worried about accolades. We're not worried about, you know what I mean? Like, especially when you're a divine being. I work for God. I'm the last person that cares about materialistic things. Yes, we need it. Yes, God provides. But I love doing what I do. I still do it. You guys, there's nothing that changed about me except my energy has evolved. I've healed, and I do not, and I will not tolerate no more abuse or projection. I'm sorry, there's people in this world, right? Again, like in my story, when I wasn't nothing to this narcissist, okay? I was nothing. He knows exactly, okay? This is where accountability. It's hard for them to admit their wrongs, right? You know what I mean? That's why his person kept on. So, anyways, and so, you have a choice. When you invest, you choose by faith to invest. When you invest in somebody, you get the investment, right? So this person didn't choose. And I share all this stuff and the same thing, okay? On my story and stuff like that. This person chose, but wanted me to stay. He wanted to be out here doing the most, okay? I wasn't called for that. I was called to come along this path and heal and evolve. That's what I did. While this person was doing everything. Then had children, okay? And they wanted me to sit there like a fucking dog, excuse my French, while he's out here in connections and then pouring into them. And so I share. Narcissists, you know what I mean? It's disgusting, you guys. It's very disgusting. And I'm going to keep it real, as you know. And, I helped these people. I was generous. I sacrificed my time, my effort, nothing that he valued. So now when the tables turn, now he's starting to see all this shit. When he goes through his awakening, he chose not to. In the beginning, this sparked the awakening. I know this sparked the awakening this person because it sparked my awakening. When this person chose to break my heart in the beginning, before the tables turned, and he chose not to go through that. And he chose to invest in what he invested in now. And he chose to ignore this connection. He put a foot of facade on, and this was a strong, okay? So he would project, and I carried this weight. We're going to talk about health, all this stuff like that I went through. Why this person was lying from his teeth. So as I did the work, I kept stepping up more and more in my power, you guys. I kept being able to be confident and talk and speak and stand up. And these kind of connections, energetically, you go through a huge process. I should have never. He made it so hard. You should never. And there's nothing wrong, right? If we would have came together in this energetic connection and talked, and he wanted to, honestly, if he was an honest man. But this is what we call a low vibrational, toxic individual. He wanted to have us all things and lie and be sneaky. But instead, he wanted to talk about this connection, and he wanted to go in the whole connection. Yes, let's do it. And I'm going to go my way. You're not going to come back in, but that's healthy. That's what healthy was. You know what I mean? But he didn't do it in my situation. I got wronged, okay? And I share my story. And I'm unashamed to share my story. Because if it helps another person, that's good. And I'm talking about every little thing. Because this was wrong. Now, why would they start feeling guilt? God convicts these people? They start projecting onto you, right? That's what abuse is, you guys. A narcissistic abuse. Because they can't handle, they're not to the truth, you know what I mean? And how nasty they've been. But my story has been public because it's publicly what this person did, and then just acting like nonchalant, you know what I mean? Like, while I endured a lot, you guys. And this person thought, oh yeah, you're stuck. He wanted me to be like stuck in, like the narcissist, they try to have all these, they don't let go of stuff like that. You know what I mean? So they hoarder, right? He wanted you to be stuck and latched so he could just use everybody. Get what I'm saying? He wants everybody stuck so he could just go, oh, I could use her for that, or I could use them for that, or I could use for them for that. Fuck no. I'm a healthy, whole individual. You're not going to treat me like a dog while you're going to feed everybody else. I guess it's delayed energy, you guys. Delayed, I don't know. Delayed whatever, you know what I mean? But again, energetic process, you have to do the work to get into your power, you know what I mean? I had to do a lot of work, you know what I mean? Wow, this person was behind the scenes, projecting and doing all the shit you can see in some of my videos, you know what I mean? Was nasty to me. But while having someone else, but while you don't get to, see, he goes in another connection. You don't get to be my energy then. You go in that connection and get what you got. But no, this person was trying to run back in my connection and feed off the energy and then go pour over there. No, there's the empress that was connected to this person, and then there's the counterfeit. And then we're going to get into the counterfeit. See, the counterfeit, you're trying to break. Oh God. So now once my energy evolved, now I'm no longer aligned with this person. Yeah, bye-bye. You can go to the counterfeit. I don't care. Because now this is a counterfeit. He's a counterfeit. He's low vibrational. Get what I'm saying? We no longer align. So now I'm the outcast, right? But energetically, this person is still trying to energetically attach himself to me. So how is it This is not a normal thing, okay? This is not a soul. That was a soul, whether it's a narcissistic female or not. We're going to get into that. Two different things, okay? That's why this person kept going around, and he kept going and going, and whatever your situation is, okay? Not situation is, but he kept going out trying to find me and other people. You'll never find me. That's the thing. You'll never, ever, ever find. There's only one of us. Everybody in this world, God has created only one. And there's divine beings in this world that you do not. I bring nothing but love in this world. And God created me. He knows. I'm favored by God. Yeah, God knows my heart's pure. Like I said in the other videos. You talk about the narc, right? Again, my heart has been pure this whole time. Why do you think God's covering me? Because he knows. And while this person was lying out of his fucking mouth, that's what I say. But this person wanted my position. But how can you be in my position if you're not real and if you're not authentic? And you're lying? That's not God. I don't just allow anybody in my energy anymore. In my past, in the unhealed version, I was all kind and, loving everybody and giving so much away, you guys, which was good. But God had to teach me that you can't just have anybody in your energy. You know what I mean? And so this is where I evolved. Get what I'm saying? And not in a bad way. I was just loving people. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that. And I took that, But then, again, this is where you evolve and heal. And this is where they can't stand because you surpassed them. You know what I mean? While this motherfucker was playing all these motherfucking games, trying to abuse his power, again, and then they abuse their power. I'm just being me. I'm not trying to scare. This person was trying to do all the scare shit. I'm being me. The only person that's scared is those demons. I'm not scared. I'm not trying to make you scared of me. You were doing that to me. You were projecting onto me. My energy, and I worked hard, you guys, while going through all this abuse, okay? And these connections, we're getting more and more into it, help. At first, I didn't know, so I had to deal with it. I didn't even have a mouth. And for one person to not even allow them to speak, at least I'm speaking publicly. This person didn't even allow me to defend myself. At least speak up and speak publicly so I could defend myself, right? No, that didn't happen that way. And then when I was low, you guys, when I was a low, when this person chose to laugh and mock and make fun of all this stuff like that. Now, it's not happening now. The table's turned. It's not funny no more, okay, guys? But I was on here getting back up, just doing my best, at the time, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm talking about all this, the bullying, harassment, all that stuff like that I went through, you know what I mean? And mind you, that I came across this person and all this for nothing, you guys. Because he thought I was just a little wimp. Mind you, I have 10,000 agents. I have God on my side, you know what I mean? Now they're realizing that, now as they process all the shit they're going through, all the behind the scenes, and no matter what, mind you, they put a mask on, so they don't show, you know what I mean? I know by energetic about how this person's been fucking trying to get in my energy, that he's going through shit. And he can't handle it? But see, I didn't deserve none of this stuff, you guys. He just came across stuff. He would be fun to bully me. And mind you, this is about, doing the inner work and stuff like that. So he thought it would be cool to entertain whoever he tried in his little friends or a little friend group or whatever. He thought it'd be cool. Let's put her down, or let's do whatever the fuck for these people. What is that? You're trying to impress people that don't matter? Or impress people that are doing evil? That are nasty? And there's a lot of other people on this person. Now, mind you, God is doing all this. I don't need to even say God is doing this in this person's life. That's what happens when the tables turn, you know what I mean? But this person chose to continue. Instead of being humble in the beginning and just saying, I'm sorry or whatever, and let's work it. No, it didn't happen. Like that. You know what I mean? And then for them, it's like, And then this person trying to humble me. I'm naturally humble. This person was the opposite. I mean, like I said, these people are judgmental, but they have the whole fucking mess. Their life's a mess. They try to use a cover up, a mask, or whatever, try to be the life. It's perfect, right? But that's the whole point. Their life's fucked up. All of our lives. We all go through shit, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with it. But then you have people that intentionally try to hurt you. That are just I'm just along my journey doing, my life, you know what I mean? Loving people, you guys. That's all I did, my whole journey. That's who God sent me here in the world to be, is to love these people. And I gave them everything, my time, my energy. And I got paid with evil, you guys. So this is why I speak a lot about narcissistic abuse and, a lot of my story. Purpose happens to you. You don't find purpose finds you. And I'm thankful, you guys. Like, I've healed so much, you know what I mean? But they can't, but now I healed, I moved forward, right? Energetically, but this person can't take it. Because all of the stuff he tried to do to me was to hurt me. See, so why is that gonna prosper anyways? In his connection, all this stuff that he has going on was meant to hurt me. So that's not gonna prosper in the first place if it's the wrong intentions, right? Because if I was madly in love with that person or the counterfeit, why are they both watching me? Why is he in my energy? Because if I'm madly in love with somebody, I'm not going to be watching nobody else or trying to get in their energy or anything like that, right? I'm going to be invested in that person, right? But they've chosen, that's why I say never believe nothing in the physical. Because they chose to put a facade on while they're in my energy, while doing all this nasty stuff I share with you. Now, God did something energetically. I don't know, like in the beginning, it was so strong where you felt you had no choice. You know what I mean? Like I said, disgusting. Think about being a narcissist, but energetically being connected to a narcissist. Disgusting. I'll post videos on, trust me, I've been through this, okay? I'd post videos of it and then he would project on me. You're not my fucking man. Why are you trying to control me? Right? And then you can see that, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, this is where, you learn, you do the work and stuff like that. You're putting the things together. I'm like, wow. Like, who the fuck, wow, this motherfucker was in a whole fucking other situation? You get what I'm saying? Excuse my French. I gotta put it the way that this person put it. I didn't like the unhealed version of me. I didn't like the, how do you say that? If I don't like something, I change it. I do the work and change. That's our choice in life, right? You don't like something, do something about it. And that's what I did, guys. I healed and evolved. No longer. Bye-bye. Right? I didn't like something. I didn't like the way someone treats me. I did something about it. That's why God was so with me, you guys. Because he sees everything. He's like, I made her. Oh, you're going to say all this and you're going to say all this? All this. So I guess it's the year. Like, I don't know how it goes. I know the year of the snake where you're just shedding off that old thing. You know what I mean? Your old person. I guess this is the shedding still. But it's called, I think last year was the year of the snake. But I guess it's just finishing off shedding. I guess something like that. Shedding out that stuff. You guys get what I'm saying. You guys are so smart. And I am so thankful for all strangers. I'm going to tell you that again right now. I meet so many people out there. They're so loving, kind to me. And I thank you again. Now, these people had a little harsh lessons because they abused me. Okay, guys? And spiritually, they abused me. They went against my will. Doing all this witchcraft. They went against my free will. In this connection, this person was connected to me and chose to go out here and work with these people, okay? And God's cutting down on everything. And I will receive justice in my story. Because I went through a lot psychologically, my body. This person was projecting and pouring his nasty energy on me. You guys, do you know how nasty these people are? There's days where I had to hang on, you know what I mean? And he didn't give a fuck about me. Only what helped them. You know what I mean? Only what helped him. If it benefits them. And I was the opposite, right? There's the bitch giving when I was unhealed. You know what I mean? I guess he didn't think energy was, a necessity, right? Because I build this motherfucker up, and I can build him, tear the motherfucker down. You know what I mean? It's powerful, okay? What happened was not okay to me. And this person kept on, you guys. I couldn't breathe. Those days you see me, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't, you know what I mean? I went to the hospital. You guys don't want to see. We'll talk about the health next. And I know, like, when you do the work, you become yourself, okay? It's like a energetic mass I learned, in my walk. I couldn't speak up. I couldn't, you know what I mean? Even defend myself, all the shit, the nasty behind the list, like I said. That's where God, you reap what you sow. God's reaping in my life everything. And sometimes God allow a longer thing for a bigger testimony. You know what I mean? This person kept portraying it and stuff like that. So, okay. And sometimes God will allow that for a bigger testimony. You know what I mean? Like, I guess, I don't know, And so, I mean, I went through a lot, and so I try to come on here and be, all like put together, and and I am, but I'm talking about like how do you say it, like the more I energetically did the work, you know what I mean? Like I don't know how to explain it. It's like I'm okay, you know what I mean? Like I'm strong, you guys. Like I'm okay, you know what I mean? But like I don't know how to explain. Like in the beginning, I didn't have a lot of vocabulary and my wording, and this person just wanted me to guess too. That's another thing. They just want you to fucking read their mind and shit like that. Nah. And then it went into so much. Get what I'm saying? There's no excuse, nothing for nothing, you guys. And anyways, I just wanted to, get on here. I have so much to share in my story, and it's real, real raw right in front of you. You know what I mean? And but yeah, you don't get to be in someone's future when you don't invest and you don't believe in them. That's what about, you choose somebody, you love them, and you invest them in the bad and the good, right? Because then you get to reap. You know what I mean? When you want a connection, a healthy connection, or you meet somebody. It's not just anybody. You know what I mean? The God will divinely guide something, in your life. But like I said, this person didn't choose, right? When I was the prize the whole time. You know what I'm saying? He chose to invest elsewhere, you guys. And how chill. Now you're bonded to that person no matter what. Okay? Now, like I said, yeah, you forgive, right? And like I said, I forgive, right? And then this person kept on and kept on and kept on and kept on and kept on, you guys. And I moved forward. So remember that. Such a child of God. We're easily, like I don't know, it's just God's spirit inside of us. You know what I mean? Like we're just, okay, and we get excited. There's like this exciting thing too right now that's happening to me. Like, I don't know, after all this, it's like the shedding of the last of this shit. You know what I mean? And there's something exciting. I don't know. Like I said, I walk by faith, guys. I don't know nothing. I've never known one step of my journey, and he's never led me astray. That's what faith is, you guys. It's amazing. He's never led me astray, and I don't know shit. I don't know the future. I don't know shit, but God has never led me astray in my walk of faith, you guys. And I started with nothing but a mustard seed of faith, okay? and then going through pain after pain. And I broke that. So, when you're a generation curse breaker, you curse me, you curse those who curse me, bless those who bless me. This person tried to curse me. Now the roles are reversed. Like literally. I went through 3, let me make it sure very clear. Like I said, when the knocks down in, they're not good enough. They're not good enough for you, right? And so this person, all these people that was helping, she's not good enough for da-da-da. And he took that and ran with that. Now that I'm above them, I'm energetically healed and evolved. Oh, now she's cocky. She's that. That's who the fuck they are. I'm the most sweetest. When you get to know me, the sweetest person. But like I said, this person been blocked. I went through a lot. That's who they are. So when I tell you, I went through the process. Be who you are. Love who will you do. Be who God's called you to be. And don't give a fuck about the rest. Because I went through the whole behind the scene process of myself. I learned that people pleasing spirit, whatever. Just be who you are. That's one thing. I am who I am at a core soul level. And I love who he brought me to. Again, I said, I thank you. I still thank God every day for these lessons. It was hard. But I thank God still. Because it helped me bring me back to my soul level. Who I am at a core. And that's what I portray in this world, honey. Not perfect, but beautiful. God knows my heart. My heart is fucking beautiful, you guys. I have people tell me, oh my God, and they just tell me things, strangers and stuff like that. And once you start walking in somebody, you start seeing that about yourself. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've been through a lot of abuse and a lot of things in my life, and so, and when these people tell me that and they share that with me, I'm starting, like I said, learn to receive. And one person was like, coworkers with that, your energy is so magical. I could just listen to you all day. You know what I mean? Like, anyways, and so, but like I'm telling you, no, and life's not short. No. When someone is abusive, let me make sure that when someone is abusive to you, hurts you like what I've been through, no, you don't want those people in your life. You don't have to. Let me tell you that. Yes, life is short and stuff like that. But no, not with abusive people or people that don't value you or lift you up and you get what I'm saying? Everybody I go around, even this person before the tables turned, I healed and evolved from this stuff like that and continue healing. No. Yeah, so just want to share that. God bless you. And I love God. And God knows that. That's what I'm saying. I can't fool God. God can fool. I can sit here and do everything in my mouth. But God sees my heart, honey. And every journey, every part of the journey. You know what I'm saying? He knows my intentions up here. Everywhere, you guys. Every person I come across, I still do. Because I still love God. I work my life around God. And the more people I can reach, that's another video we'll do. But anyways, I just want to share this and say, continue that message. And I will see you on my next one, you guys. I genuinely love and care for those that genuinely love and care for me back. Mwah. Bye. And anybody else? Toodles. I don't care. Bye.